All right, hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to get some signatures ready for this bee journal that I've been working on. We did already create the cover, which I have here. This was made with some digitals from the Digital Collage Club. Not sponsored, not affiliated. Always got to get that out right at the front. But basically, they also have a couple of journaling pages. Where did I put them? Of course, I've now misplaced them. There they are. So they do have a couple other digitals, some journaling pages and stuff that I'm going to use in this journal. We'll go through those a little bit later, but I decided I wanted to make some of my own papers. So I wanted this to have kind of a grungy feel to it. So what I did was I went ahead and actually made a couple of prints on my gel plates. Just using a couple of stencils and some neutral colors, not that side, this side. I wanted this to be fairly neutral. So I did also, after I did the pulls, did a teeny bit. I don't know if you can see. Let me find one that's better with that. Oops, also the wrong side. This side. Okay, so you can see here on this one, I did a little bit of stamping after I did the gel print pulls. And then these marks I made just with black acrylic ink and a palette knife. I did try to record that process, but for some reason it wasn't working right. But basically you just put paint on the edge of your palette knife and then you can scrape it along and it gives you those kinds of lines. And then what I did was, because these are smaller, was I went ahead and scanned them into my computer. So I scanned them at 600 DPI, which, if you're not familiar with that, makes it so that the image actually scans larger, so I can print it at a larger scale and still keep a lot of the details and stuff. And then I put those into Procreate and I fiddled with them a little bit. So I will show you quickly the papers that I made with that. I probably shouldn't have folded these in half. But anyway, so yeah, some of them I used the prints just as they were. And then some of them I have added some images to. So these images I did create with AI. So I had a couple. I actually do have one in here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. So you can see how all of those turned out. Not that one. There's one in here that I have that has a couple little bees. This one. Okay, so these were actually little sketches that I did myself, and I put this into the AI generator and then generated the rest of the images off of them. I did a little bit of tweaking to some of the colors. And then I went ahead and printed these out. I just printed on regular photocopy paper. If you want the best results, you'd want to print on like a brochure or photo paper. So there's those, and now I can use those on my journal. And I went ahead and folded them because the first thing I want to do is I want to get rid of these white edges. And my best trimmer for that does not fit the paper lengthwise or height-wise, I guess it is. So this way I can trim the edges off all at once. So I will go ahead and do that. Okay, so I now have those all cut up. And what's nice about that is since I used, you know, an actual physical thing, these I did all on cardstock. And so now I have cardstock that I can use to make little cards or pockets and tuck spots, etc. That fit with these papers as well. So we'll set those to the side, and then let's see what else we have. So these are the digitals. I'll actually put that over there for now. These are the digitals that I got from the Digital Collage Club. And some of them you can see I've already done a little bit of stenciling and stuff on just to get some extra color in there. So that one's done. This one can use a little something on the white of this page. So I'll keep that out for a moment. Okay. This one's good, that one's good. And this one needs something. So I just need to do a little something on the white of these pages. I'll keep one of them open, so hopefully it stays focused. And I think I'm just going to mimic what I did here. I don't remember what color that is, but that's okay. I can use a different color. What I really wish I had was fossilized amber, and I do not. But let's see. Ooh, I bet that would look good. We can go with the Rusty Hinge. And I've already used this stencil, so I think I will use this one. Oh, or do I want... No, I'm going to use this one. So to create these, I used this kind of patterned stencil here, which looks like the, like honeycomb. So I was thinking about using that, but no, I think I'm going to go with more of the flowers because there will end up being quite a few flowers in this journal. So I will go ahead and just get some ink on these. Okay, I'm not going to clean this off because I do want to add some more papers in here and I can use the ink that's left on that for something. So I'll just set it to the side for now. And I think I used gold. Yeah, I used gold splatters on this. So I think I'm going to go with bronze splatters on the other one. Or these two, I should say. Because we can't not have splatters, right? There's gotta be splatters. And I actually might want to add a little bit of bronze splatters to some of my digitals. I think I will, just because I want to make sure that there's some bronze throughout the journal. I love this. Look at this, is perfect. Look how well that rusty hinge ended up matching up with this background. So cool. Anyhow, let's see. Which other ones do I want to add? You may notice on some of these that I just cut, yeah, like right here, there's a teeny bit of a white edge right there still. That's perfectly okay because I'm going to end up, no, I like that one just the way it is. I'm going to end up inking the edges, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to do for the bronze right now, but I do want to add a little bit of gold as well, and this one I think would look really nice with both of them, so that's why it's still out. So the rest of them that I did not splatter with the bronze may get some gold splatter instead. Okay, so I will set all of these to the side to dry. If y'all want to know what my drying space is, it's just my floor. I literally just spread all my papers out across the floor. So there's a few more digitals that I want, or I guess I should say just one more digital that I want to use in here. And it's these ones. I just had these left over from another project that I did. These are from Luise Hansel. I will put a link to this bundle or to her shop page and everything down below, as well as to the Digital Collage Club. So if you're interested in those, these I don't think I really need to do much of anything with. I mean, they're just gorgeous the way they are. Such a lovely bundle. I had to pick that one up when I saw it. The only thing is I have this one little here, which doesn't have anything on the inside. Do I want to add something to the inside? Or I could just use this as a card. I might just use this one as a card. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I won't use that one in the signature. So, okay, those are drying. Let's see what else I have. How many of these do I have, by the way? 4. So I have 4 pages there. I have 9 pages with my digitals, and I have 4 Digital Collage Club ones. So one of mine actually might not end up getting used if, like, say I do 2 or 4 signatures, because I have a odd number of them, but we'll see. We'll see. So I need to add a couple of other fun papers and stuff. So I think I'll start with my tried and true tea-stained papers. Let's see what I have here. These were left over from another project, but since they're already cut down to size and stuff, I thought that would be just fine. So I have 1, 2, 3. Aha! Look at that. I have 4 of these grid papers, so we can use those. Oh, I actually have 6 of the Digital Collage Club ones. Anyway. So this is rice paper. Oh, and I've already put something in there, and we're not using red in this journal, so I don't want that. Do I have any more? Oops. Do I have any more of this? No, so I won't use that one. Actually, I may use it, but right now I'm setting them to the side because I want to make sure I have at least a few reasonable things in each of these. So I have 2 tea-stained papers, 1 rice tea-stained paper. I've got 2 of those, so I can put those together. And then, excuse me, I can use because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I can just make another one of these really quick. Okay, I've got 2 of those. And then I did have both of these. So yeah, I can do that. That's another 4 there. And as you can see, this isn't with my digitals or the 2 that are still drying from the Digital Collage Club. Oops, here's Luise Hansel's. Hold on. Okay, there we go. And I'm already getting quite a good little stack here. But of course, I want to add a couple specialty papers as well. So I do have my stack of German and Italian papers here. That one's torn. I don't want to use that. No, not that one. I do love these ones. And I've got how many of those? 2. So I can do 2 of those. And let's see. I've got this is from my synonym dictionary of synonyms, and then I have this German one that's going to be close to the same size. So I can use those 2. And then that's 4 book pages. I won't use that one. Let's see, what do I have here? That fits really well, but I don't like I only have 1 of them. But if I did one of these and that, which one do I want? Do I want the full? I like this one. Okay. There we go. And we're going to do a little bit of work on some of these as well, but not too much. Why do I keep using my hand? I got my bone folder out for a reason. Okay, so there's that. And anything else? So this is now that I have, I'd start separating these into groups of 2. Just so I can kind of see what I'm working with. This one also has a little bit of color in it already, but I'm okay with those colors for this journal. So let's see, this is a double-sided one and this is a double-sided one. So let's split those apart. 1 of each of those. I think there is, yeah. So 2 darker colored ones, 2 more neutral ones, vintage Italian paper, split up these 2 and split up these 2. So now I have 2 piles. Again, this does not include my digitals yet. But if I say I'm doing 2 signatures, I've already got these separated out. So this journal is going to be more of a writing journal. I am going to add a little bit of ephemera, but I'm really not going to add that much because I don't want to. I want it to be more of a writing journal. Let's see if there's any other special stuff we can toss in these. I have this envelope. That color works really well, actually. But I need something to put on the other side to even it out. And I have this. I believe this was given to me by my friend Robin. Little kind of newsprint thing, and I think that's fun. So I can split those 2 apart. Let's see, what else do I have? I don't like the red on there, so no on that one. No, don't like the pink. There will be a little bit of that in there, so I'm, oh, like this one. Love this one. Okay, so there's one I can use. And then I need something else to put on the other side. I have this longitude and latitude sheet, or I have this cross stitching kind of guide. I'm going to go with the cross stitching guide. Okay. Anything else? Do I want to add anything else? Well, let my other papers finish drying really quick so I can just put one of these together just to see how bulky it's going to get. And then I can make a decision from there. Okay, so these are all dry and I've gone ahead and split them up. I did them so that I had 2 where the design's on the outside and 2 where the designs are on the inside. And I tried to keep it so none of the designs repeated. And just out of randomness, each of these signatures has 20 pages. So that's fun. I'm just going to quickly put these together. I'm not going to worry about putting them in order or anything yet because we're still going to work on some of them. But I need to know how thick these are going to be and if I'm okay with that. So let me just do that. Okay, so I'm thinking that's perfectly fine, really. Normally, I wouldn't want to put 20 pages in a signature, but because I'm keeping it mostly as a writing journal, it might be okay. I may want to think about doing 4 signatures instead of 2. Let me just split this in half and see how I feel about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's what that feels like. And I do actually like the way that feels a little bit better. So I am going to have to switch that up. That's perfectly okay. I do know though that these are separated evenly, so I will keep these together for now and then I can separate them. Really quickly, I'm just going to go through. Maybe not. Maybe it would be better for me to go ahead and split them now. Yeah, okay, so inside. Okay, so one of those. And I thought I had 20 pages, so why is this now uneven? Oh, I may just leave it out. It does have the red, which I wasn't happy about, so let me just make sure I actually split these evenly because now I'm second guessing myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this one has 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How weird. I must have miscalculated. So yeah, this is extra, and I'm guessing because it's got the red in it and I'm not really wanting to use red in this, that I will do it that way. So now what I'll do is I'll actually put these in kind of the order that I want them in, because that will let me know, if anything, what I need to add to different pages. So I've only got one of these, and one of these, and then I have basically 2 of everything else. So 2 vintage papers, 2 tea stain papers, and then my 2 digitals. I swear I know how to talk. So what I'll do that makes it kind of easy is I'll put a digital and then a specialty. We'll use one of Luise Hansel's there. And then I'll go in with a vintage paper, the digital Collage Club paper. No, a vintage paper. a tea stained paper, the digital paper, another vintage paper, a tea stained paper, a specialty paper, and then my other digital. Okay. So then I'll take a little look through and just see if there's anywhere I feel like I need to add something. I like staggering the papers instead of just putting everything in the center. I think it gives it some more interest. And like I said, I will be adding some ephemera in here, so I do want to keep that in mind. Let's see, I used the rusty hinge in here. Oh, where's the other one, the other color, so I can determine if I can tell what that is. Might be old paper. I think it is. Let's see, I'll just... I don't know if... excuse me, sorry, I'm still getting over that cold. I don't know if that's dark enough for you guys to see it, but... man, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's old paper. So now that I've determined that, I can keep that out. And I can add, just for a little bit of extra interest on this page, I might do some whiting out. And by the way, if I know I'm going to do it to this one, then I'm going to do it to the same one, the exact same one. So I have 2 of these papers. I'll do it to the other one as well. So I'll use that same stencil as here. Now, do I want to tone it down at all first? I think yes. So for that, I'm just going to use some white gesso and a sponge. Okay, so now that that is nice and dry, I'm going to come in with my oxide and my stencil and just add some of that texture. This is really subtle on this paper, but I kind of like that. That's very fun. Yeah, I like that a lot. How pretty. Okay, well, note to self, I really like using old paper Distress Oxide on old paper. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Okay. And a little bit more up here. Okay, so there's that. I do need to give that just a second to dry, but I'm happy with that. So set that back out of the way for a second. That was enough time for that to dry. It really just needs a second. So I'll put this back in here where it was. Okay. Whoops. I know I lost my... Get in there. Okay. There we go. So now you got more like this, this here. Oh my, excuse me. Sorry about that. Had another coughing fit. Okay, so this here looks a teeny bit plain to me. I do love, we can see the stenciling over here. We've got a little bit of Luise Hansel's down here. You can see some of mine here and here, but I still feel like I want something going on right here. So what I'm thinking I might do just because I love this paper so much and I did not use it anywhere in here, is maybe to just collage a bit on it. So I do have some news for you guys. It's a little sad, but a little exciting at the same time. I have decided to shut down my website for a while. I'm just having lots of issues with it and trying to figure out all of the international shipping rates and everything is just getting way too complicated. And I want my stuff to be available for my international customers because I have quite a few of them. But I haven't been able to help them much because, well, you know, I'm having all these issues. So I am going to be shutting down my website. I'm not sure if it will be permanent or temporary. At the moment, I'll have to decide on that. But I will be opening an Etsy shop. Actually, when you guys see this, it will already be open. There's not too much on it yet because I am kind of making a gradual change from being on the website to being on Etsy. But especially if you're like one of the people who loves my watercolor bookmarks and stuff like that, those are all available on Etsy currently. And you can find me under the same name I'm on here and the same name as, you know, Instagram. It's just Brandy Bell Arts, no spaces. And yeah, so like I said, by the time that's open, or the time you see this, that the Etsy is open. There's just not too much on it yet. So if I do something like that, I like that. And I can use this other piece to do the same for the next spread. That looks like this. May want to add a little something else, but for now, let me go ahead and just glue these down. Okay, so I kind of like that just the way it is. I'm thinking of maybe adding some of my skeleton leaves in here. Does that blend in too much? I mean, I can darken the skeleton leaf and then add it in. Now, see, now I'm thinking more about collaging an ephemera instead of just the signatures. We're just focusing on the signatures today. But I did also remember the reason that I mentioned my Etsy is because if you're interested in any of my antique papers, I have both the antique German and antique French papers available on my Etsy. So then we go here. Also, this is supposed to be more up there. This is supposed to be more centered. Issues. Okay, there we go. So then we open up to this. And I think I'm actually gonna pull this one. No, you still won't be able to see it. So I'll keep both of these centered. I'm actually okay with this one remaining the way it is. We got great writing space on both of these pages, and you can see enough layering behind it that I think it has enough interest, at least for now. Don't forget, we will be adding some small ephemera and stuff in here. A couple collages and everything. Also okay with this one. I love the border on these vintage papers. So cute. Then we're here, and I think this needs a little something. So what can we do here? Well, oh gosh, I forgot to rinse out my sponge. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. What do we want to do here? Just to add a little bit more interest. Well, the first thing I'm noticing is there's absolutely no splatters on this page, which makes me a little sad. So why don't we start off with that? And we've already done gold and bronze, so I'm thinking we could do either white or black. And because there is a, sorry, I had to move that out of the way really quick. Because there's a white page here. Well, I mean, it's white and black, but it's mostly white. I think we'll go with black. And that this is rice paper, so it will show a little bit on this side as well. Actually, no, this is copy paper. The other one's rice paper. But either way, that's not going to upset me if it bleeds through a little bit. And I'm also not going to mind if some of it gets over here. I'm just going to kind of splatter this whole spread. So this is kind of the way I work. Like, I'll purposely do some things beforehand, and then I kind of like to see how everything is looking together and decide what to do from there. I mean, I like that. Okay, so that was really easy. Let me go ahead and give that a quick dry. Okay, very good. I'm all right with this the way it is. Obviously, I'm okay with this. I already decided that when I didn't add any splatters. That's fine. So now we get to the other side, and I decide if I want to do the same thing that I did previously. So that would be the black splatters for this, which I like the pattern on this one a lot more, and it takes up a lot more space. So I feel like this one's actually okay. It does not need the splatters. Still love this. Perfectly okay with that. Good with this. And then we get back here, and let's see. Maybe just a little bit of splattering on here as well. And instead of the black, I will go with the white, just to pull in more of the white that's over here. Because all of these pages are very neutral colored. And you can just see that one little bit of white peeking out there. I feel like some white will add what we're looking for. And this time I didn't want the white splatters on the other papers, so I'm just adding them here. I think I'm going to go pretty heavy on this side. Okay, let's give that a quick dry. Okay, that is nice and dry. We can flip this now. Yeah, we've got some more white here. It ties in over here with the white. So I'm happy with that, and I'm happy with that. So, okay, perfect. So I've got one of the 4 signatures done. I will probably trim this up to make all the pages even, but I'm going to worry about that afterwards. So for right now, I have a signature done. And since I decided to go with 4 instead of 2, I have, please let go, thank you. Now I have this one, which was the second half of what was originally the first signature. Okay, so I kind of sped through this whole signature. Well, we're not quite done yet. But this here, I just wanted to add a little extra texture to it. What it is it's tea-stained photo paper. So you can see where it's a lot lighter on this side and darker on this side. This is the side that has the photo paper on it. So you can just use some sandpaper. There you go. Of course, I forgot what that was called for half a second. And you can just kind of scrape that off just to give it a little bit more texture. So that's what I was doing. Okay, so there's the first 2 signatures done. So I'll just do a really quick flip through of that again. Let me make sure I am in focus. Okay. And yeah, so this is just the signatures. Again, we will be doing a little bit of ephemera, but I want this to mostly be a writing journal. So I just want a little bit of something on each page just to make, or each spread, I should say, just to make it all look cohesive and nice and neat and matchy-matchy. So that it looks like everything belongs together and nothing's too boring or too plain. And making sure to add at least 1 bit of each color of ink and paint splatter to each signature, just to help with cohesiveness. And yeah, super fun. So I do have these digitals already made. If you guys are interested in mine at all, let me know. I will be planning on doing digitals in the next year, so starting in January, because how'd that little piece of red get in there? I need to go back to my like bullet journaling, my planning journaling. I gave it up the last 6 months, and honestly, it's been really tough. I am not very good at keeping myself on task or focused when I don't have everything written down and planned out. So I have been working on a couple of digitals to be able to use for my journaling. So those ones will all be available, but this one I haven't made available. So if you are interested in it at all, let me know and I can probably throw it up on that Etsy shop. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. We still have to do the actual cover. We have, you know, the front plate done. So this one, but we still have to make the actual cover, bind the signatures, and then do the ephemera. So we'll be working on that over the next couple of videos. maybe one video. Maybe I can get it all put into one. We'll have to see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really, really appreciate you being here. If you did enjoy kind of watching my process on how I work through these journals, please make sure to leave a like down below. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one, okay? Bye.